And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Planet Crafter. Short stream today due to other stuff going on in life. We're just going to be streaming for effectively 2 recording sessions here. So if you're watching this on YouTube, this is the last thing I am recording before I am traveling. I'll be traveling tomorrow at like 7 a.m. So it's going to be a short stream. Just going to record 2 parts here. And as a side effect, if the trip goes longer than planned, it will be basically only this up during the last day or 2 of the trip. But yeah, so we're doing Planet Crafter today. Trying to think about what I need to, or what I want to get set up. So exploration-wise, someone noted that we'd actually driven past some plants. So much like we can collect some of the butterfly art, like the blue ones flying around, from one of the exploration points related to the alien quest. Now that we've terraformed at the plant level, there are actually certain plant seeds, plant flowers, that we can go explore and find. In particular, I think it was... yeah, the Eurema and the Vulnus seeds are now out there to be found. So I think we actually drove past the Eurema seeds. So earlier when I was trying to look, and I thought we had... well, we have a different pink seed that is not Eurema. I think it's actually the Numa. But yeah. So, in theory, we actually have the ability to go harvest Rima and harvest Vulnus from the environment. And then we think we could turn those into tree seeds. So that might be something to do. Reality has decided that we're going to have an asteroid coming down. Another thing to do... I think we've got the tech for it. Yeah, we do. We might want to set up a harvesting robot over where we can get... in theory, this is probably the blue rock. Might want to put up a harvesting robot over where we can get frog seeds. If I bring up the map, we might want to put a life harvester over here, if we can. So exploring over in that sort of direction, I think is what we're going to do today. So we're going to go gather some of the plant seeds that we found over here to figure out what type it is. Yeah, over here. We drove past them before. And then we'll try to be exploring over there. And that's, I think, what we're going to do. So, first step is, I suppose we're going to go hop in our rover here so we can carry more stuff about. Off we go. And so I'm giving you some hints. It's control-click for building multiple of a thing. So it is somewhat plausible for me to build things a little bit more aggressively than I have multiples of a thing. So I might try to do that in the future. Making use of our rover jetpack there to cross the river really smoothly. It's a little bit faster than, say, trying to drive through the river. Sort of flying over the river. Although we've got speed upgrades on the wheels on this thing, so this thing definitely drives faster than it flies. Although maybe that's not super surprising. And then yeah, as far as advancing sort of the quest here, the terraforming quest, it's either build more of the same or work on insects and, well, more importantly, animals. So unless I want to build a lot of aquariums, I think we're more trying to get ready for, well, there's more fish eggs. Get ready for frogs as the next step in animals. Is that thing over there? Yeah, there's one over there. This is an Eurema plant. So when we harvest that, we get some Eurema seeds. Which is, I think, the 3rd best of the seeds in the game. The golden seeds that you get from golden chests are the best, as far as the flower seeds are concerned. The Volnus, which we haven't found yet out in the wild, is the second best, and then those, I believe, are the third best. So in theory, if I'm a little more careful around here, I can probably find a couple more of those. Although I suppose for the moment, only having one, it's probably fine. Do a little bit more driving around, and then we will try to work towards the plant collector. Although, thinking about it, I did not bring what we need. Didn't bring the super alloy rod or the quasar quartz. Although we'll probably go hit up a wreck once we get over there to go exploring. Probably find something like a super alloy rod in the wreck. Got ourselves a second seed. Here's one of our earlier oxygen boxes next to the uranium mine. When we do get to the third ore extractor, we'll probably go back and rebuild all the ore mines in the tier 3 variety. It'll both give us more pressure and more heat, as well as it will improve effectively botting. Right now I'm not telling the robots to pull from the mines because it's very easy to get them jammed. That's something we will probably change in the future. There's our super alloy rod. So then I am just short the osmium. And shouldn't be that hard to find osmium. No, I should actually take the chest, so I'm not wondering why there's a random chest out here. There we go. And then I suppose I can check the map. I am intending to slowly work my way over here. I might take a stop over here on the way. We'll see if I can successfully maneuver the rover over there. We've been and explored some of this portion already. Hydration level's a little low. Do we have any water on us? No. I'll have to try to drive through quicker. Where we're going, there will be some water in natural deposits, so we can gather some of the natural deposits. Yeah, we'll have to come back here if I need more osmium. I might need more osmium for what we're thinking of doing, but at the moment our character is a little thirsty, so I need to get to the water. Using the jetpack to get the vehicle through the difficult terrain a little bit here. Here we go. Smooths out a little bit more here. Anyway, we could probably take a quick trip back, grab some of this. I think we drove past some osmium in the pulsar quartz area. We need 3 for the life collector. Okay, good place to pop out and get our character a quick drink. There we go. Bit of that in the chest. And yeah, we'll do a quick fly back to grab some of the osmium. I think there were some of the blue ones back here was osmium. I thought it was very much presuming the cobalt to be osmium, which is possible, I suppose. There's some osmium. 2 more pieces of that, please. The ones we're looking for are glow blue. Here we go. And yeah, I am noticing as we're flying through here, there are a couple blue chests to loot. I don't want to take the time to do that right now, but we can do that in the future. They may have useful stuff in them. We're far enough along in the terraforming index, I don't think we're going to really find anything. There's nothing we're really waiting for to be in the chests. I think everything that's worth waiting for is now in the chest. In fact, depending upon what we're looking for, some of the things have already left. I think heat and pressure don't spawn at such a high terraforming level. Oh, naturally occurring bridge. Almost like the game wants me to drive this way. I remember there being a chest up the top there. I forget if I picked it up or not. Yeah, driving right here, we have another oxygen box back from when we needed oxygen to explore the world. Don't technically need it anymore, but we still got the box here. Let's see if we can find a slightly better place to park. Vehicle isn't trying to roll down the hill. I think that'll work. One thing I can do here is we've got a box here that we can set on ship everything. Anyway, I'll take one dive in the wreck here to go grab like one blue chest. Fill that box up a bit. I know there's a lot of loot in here that we haven't picked up yet. Okay, we'll take you and the box. Another blueprint ship. I think technically the blueprint ships are now completely worthless. Well, they're not completely worthless. I think they recycle into chips, but mostly worthless. Okay, that I've got the inventory empty enough. I can grab the chest that we saw. Go running back in there for it. New T6 backpack. What am I actually on right now as far as the backpack? T5. Okay, so that is the upgrade to what I've got right now. I think the inventory is fine here. So yeah, we did a little bit of exploring. We're going to keep trying to travel over to where we pick up the frog eggs from. Now that those are available in the wild, we're going to eat one of the high-quality foods. Our character is nice and fed. Back in the rover, off we go. Flying over the deep lake here. It doesn't look like a flower. There is, again, there's another type of flower here somewhere we haven't harvested yet. There's a map harvest only. So that is, I think, a type of fish egg. Those are the eggs we're looking for. Along the right side here. Got a low-lying pond area, sort of marshy area here, is how I'd probably describe it. Just saying, hey, still streaming myself, so I'm gonna lurk. Planet looks good. Yeah, the planet's starting to look pretty good. We're on the path to go find, well, set up a harvester for frog eggs right now. I don't get lost. Driving through unfamiliar terrain. Yeah, I think this is vaguely the way we want to go. I think I need to go get closer to the right side here. This might also be a place where it's easier to path on foot and not in rover, but we're going to be using the jetpack of the rover to drive around. Roads be suggestions for us right now. Oh, that's going to be dead end without explosives. Do I have explosives? That's actually a good question. Might have one on me. Nah, I must have used it. Would have it in my inventory if we had it. Okay, so this is a dead end. You're a hunk of aluminum that I really don't need, but I'm harvesting anyway. So we've seen this place before. The last time I think we were looking at it from over that direction. This was still full of sand at the time. Much more habitable looking at this point. We'll want to explore down there eventually. I think it's got a plot line for one of the crash survivors down at the bottom. Let's not put the rover down the hole. Questioning if we can get to where I want to from here. At least in the truck. But I think it would be pretty easy. Truck might be a little complicated. Does not appear to be a way through. Unless there's a tunnel at the bottom. I'll go check on foot. Do a quick bit of Geronimo here. Is a tunnel down here. A little bit of ruins down here. Yeah, this path at least is not going to be rover traversable easily. Got a lot of jetpack on the rover. So let's get back up and get in a rover. Go the other way. Oops, something's interacting with the rover, trying to make it move. To be fair, the rover jetpack's fairly new, so it might be possible that the biome I'm trying to drive to is not meant to be gotten to in the rover, which is very believable. Yeah, I'm thinking this is not a path I'm supposed to be taking the rover now. Let's try to turn around to get the rover back up. Okay, before I get the thing too much stuck. Is this the way I was coming? Is this the way I was going? It's looking more like the way I was going. Question is this a useful area? There's still a way I can get the rover through. We can pick the rover up and put it in a pocket if we're desperate enough for that. Okay, let's grab some iron. What I'll do is I'll make a little storage chest, storage cabinet, and we'll unload our inventory into it and try to unload the truck effectively into it. Iron, okay. Because we can unload the back of the truck, we can pick it up and put it in our pocket, and then we can unload it at this side of the tunnel. It'll be a lot easier than trying to ram it through a tunnel that it was honestly not designed to drive through, I assume. A little low on hydration? Although I don't think we have any water anywhere really close by to quickly hydrate off of. wrong and I have some in the trunk here? Oh, I have some in the trunk here. Convenient. Water ball. Okay. There we go. And then we can fly through here and put everything back in the trunk and start driving the rover around again. Put that back in. What did I need to build the thing I'm trying to build? You know, I'll figure that out when we get there. Take the rest out, like so. I suppose I technically don't need to unload that until I'm sure I need something out of it. Okay, back to driving the truck around. Back to driving the rover around. So we slowly try to work over to where we get the frog eggs based on what we know off the map. I guess to the left here. Well, there may not be a way through. Although, definitely some wrecks to explore here. So, stuff to explore, even if it's not the stuff we're looking for right now. Some interesting looking flowers here. Are these harvestable? No, these are not the Volnus flowers we're looking for. Or might be interested in looking for. But yeah, we're trying to get down to here. Looks like there's a way to punch through down here. The question is, does a path down to there from here? There's the interesting crash and ruins here. We'll have to spend some more time down here actually exploring the local area instead of coming down for a specific life harvester. That's what we're trying to do right now. Which I'd say you got some good climbing going on there. Yeah, we got lots of stuff to be exploring in the verticality, I suppose. And actually, here is the biome we're looking for the life collector. Which, to build, I need a little bit of osmium out of the trunk. There we go. So here, possibly anywhere here, I should be able to place down a harvesting robot. That can get generic frog eggs. There we go. That's what we came down here for. And it should be finding us generic frog eggs. Good climbing terraform index. Ah, yeah, the terraform index is climbing fairly well, yes. Yeah, we'll come back down here at some point to explore this biome when I got a little bit more time. we're going to get back closer to the more previous explored area. Do probably some exploration closer to base. You're on the moon where these harvesters are your only way to auto-gather. No excavators allowed. Interesting. Yeah, we're, this is my first personal playthrough. As far, well, the base planet here isn't completely brand new to me, because I've watched a Let's Play of it before. Look up northeast-ish. You'll see where I'm at. Northeast-ish? So you're, like, up here, is what you mean? But yeah. Our base is actually sort of default base area. Oh, in the sky. Yeah, you're referring to one of the moons that's in the sky. Yeah. Okay. Is that osmium, or is it just a different... It's osmium. In fact, it's asteroid osmium. The blue moon with the rings around it. Okay. We've got less in the way. I'll see if the blue moon is actually up at the moment. Asteroid impact. I guess I'm going to be interacting with that one. And then I think... Is that the moon they're talking about? Talking about a moon. Northeast edge. Yeah, they may be talking about that moon over there. Northwest-ish, says Twitch chat. Ah, then they're talking about that moon over there. So the moon with the ring around it, yeah. The small one, not the giant gas giant or the over there, yeah. Nature's deciding I need random ores? It's probably osmium. Sulfur, because it always tosses sulfur into the osmium for whatever reason. Yeah. The debris. Yeah, we've explored the area down here, I believe, although it was less green the last time we were down there. You can see the box from when we were down there before. Looks like there might be a path through here. Let's see where this leads. Might be a more convenient way up and down than the way we took. Thanks for wishing me a good trip. In case you missed Elaine in the stream. Yeah, I'm going to go help someone else get ready for a move down in California. So we're going to be taking a trip across 2 different states to go help them. And as a matter of fact, this is going to be a bit of a shorter stream. We're only going to record for about 2 parts, so about 2 40 to 50 minute parts. Oh yeah, okay, so I definitely took the wrong way to go for where I was going. Like the contents of that satellite out. So yeah, probably took a 35-minute round trip to go to a place that I could probably done in like 5-10 minutes if we went the right way. Although I also did check up on harvesting a type of seed that we couldn't, that would be further we've driven past before. Didn't realize it was a harvestable seed. Want some more of our high quality food from the trunk. We are back at base. So we're 87, almost 88% of the way from fish to frogs. When we hit frogs, we're going to get the amphibian farm and mutagen. So we'll be able to start creating frogs. We went and gathered, or set up the gatherer for the frog eggs so we can get frogs earlier. Or get what we need to make the frog eggs earlier. Fish out in the wild. Not there yet. Getting pretty close to the tier 3 ore extractor, which we'll definitely want to do when we get there. In the meantime, I probably want to get as much of this sorted back into the inventory, the base's inventory as possible. Let's grab the iron first. And we'll go set up a chest. Another one of these lockers, storage lockers. So in theory, we've got the ability out there collecting for the generic frog eggs. Let's roll the fish eggs. Do not have frog eggs on here yet. Maybe not. Oh, there. So yeah, we're gonna make this the frog egg quester. Make it easy to go find them. And yeah, as soon as there are actually frog eggs in there might not yet be any. That should drag frog eggs back. Set it up right. Do that. And we do have some of those Arima plants, so I think we'll go ahead and we'll plant one. I think we'll turn the other one to a tree seed. Grab some of this iron. Set up some more chests. Oh, don't have enough iron for that. Okay. Let's set you up as our bacteria sample claimer. Bacteria samples are easy enough to make. Probably an argument that I should put this closer to the place we use it, but have this one set up to ship everything, right? Yeah. So in theory, I can just dump stuff in there and the bots will send to the right place. Save us a couple trips. Go, assuming I have a proper place for it. Okay, got all those samples in. Work through the mutagens next. Let's try to unload the vehicle. Oh, and then crafting-wise, we were gonna... I think I'm gonna make one of those seeds, right? So the Arima mutagen tree bark. Okay, sorry, tree bark. Just right away. Bark. Mutagen. Arima. Gotta take the old tree seed out because there's one in there right now. Okay. Arima. There we go. And then probably the one I'm holding is better than what's out in some of the existing tree locales. $250, $450. Swap there. We've got one up here. 250 is better than 175. And then we have a couple in the water along here. These are the old tier 1s. 175 is equal to 175. Yeah. Okay. So I suppose I don't need that seed for anything at the moment. Go ahead and put it back in the seed storage. I suspect my seed storage upstairs is pretty full. You know, that's what. Actually, no, we've already designated you for something, didn't I? No, I said designate you for something. You haven't been designated yet. Okay, we're gonna put you to be more seeds. Here we go. And then we have a bunch of fertilizer. We'll have to start working through the fertilizer at some point. Get it used in productive stuff. Okay. Terraforming-wise, what do I want to work on the most? There's an argument for more pressure, although really pressure isn't super rewarding to do. At least make more of. It's probably more rockets if I want that done quicker. Won't be long, we'll be hitting the amphibian tier here, and we'll have the amphibian farm. It'll be when it's at equip those up. And that'll probably quickly take us to the fish farm. So if anything, I probably wanted to set more fish aquariums upstairs, right? So we've got the 3. We got you with some chrome, or however you want to pronounce that, proviso, and Elanian golden fish eggs. Oh, if I have a circuit board, we'll do a tier 2 aquarium. You know, in the bay. Assume I can find a circuit board. Oh, I think I can recycle the computer chip. Blueprint chip we found for a... Did I not ship it? Yeah, we have it on demand, so if it's got into the system, it should have been shipped there. Okay, I must have misplaced it. We can delete one of these blue chips. Oh no, I have this set up to find computer chips. So the computer chip would be here. Blueprint chips would not be, unless I tell this to grab it. Guess apparently can't ask for the blueprint chips. Fair enough. Okay. Pop out here for quick drink of water to keep our character healthy. Then we're going to use the shredder. I believe we can disassemble these. Yeah, for 1 circuit board. And then that, plus the super alloy rod, plus the fertilizer, plus the plankton should get us what we're looking for. Okay, so there's Plankton A, Plankton B, Plankton C. We'll grab the fish egg because we're going to do something that involves... Well, we're making a place where we can put more fish eggs, so we'll grab that as well. And then I just need the super alloy rod and fertilizer. So grab fertilizer. And we'll either have the rods or we won't. Okay, so we got a lot of super alloy, so I can always disassemble or assemble the super alloy into a rod. We don't have one. Looks like we don't. So let's grab enough super alloy to make a rod. So and I need more iron apparently. Go hit up our mines, existing mines, see if we can pull some iron out of existing mines. There's a little bit. Technically for the door, I'll also need a single lump of silicon. I need a couple of these compartments to actually get to land here, sort of build the bridge I'm thinking of. Could have probably put it closer to land, but I put it where I did. because it worked. And yeah, tier 1 mine at some point will upgrade to tier 3 so we can set it to just get iridium. The moment it works, as is, same sort of here. We don't desperately need that much more aluminum or iridium, so it being tier 1 is fine. There, I think that'll be about right for a door. 1 titanium short. Give Vinny a piece of titanium there. There we go. Then we can just step on inside. Into our little aquarium here. Outdoor super aquarium. There's where we put the fish. This takes 3 fish. Put 1 of 3 in it. We can have some fish. That collects the life. I just have to coincidentally collect a few fish eggs. We'll go ahead and get those going. Making more plants, or making more animals, right? Yeah, animal life. Thinking about potentially building taller, in which case we might want this space for another staircase section. So I might move these aquariums. Yeah, let's move the aquariums. Oh, that's the craft station. Incubator. Oh, I turn high low tiers off. Do aquarium. Okay. Delete that one, and if I can, we want to turn that into staircase. Need an aluminum for that. That's easy enough to do. Aluminum's downstairs, all the way downstairs. All the way up, around. Like so. And then we can run up to another floor, which obviously we don't have anything on yet. Bunch of iron, bunch of titanium, and some super alloy. Okay, I've got the iron for that. I just need the titanium and the super alloy. Put 2 more sets of rooms up there. Is my titanium downstairs? I wouldn't be surprised if it's downstairs. Yeah, there it is. And if we go in, And we'll do a big room. And another big room. Oops, that one's not lined right. There we go. And then I might want to do some of the living compartment corners, so more titanium cobalt. Another hunk of iron if I got it up in the chest. Yeah, we got it in the chest. There we go. Oops, didn't go up high enough. We're building vertical. Okay, that's not right, but we'll try to place the other one first. Yeah, so that one's set wrong. There we go. Gives us a nice view of our butterflies and such below, butterflies and bees. Yeah, at some point I'll probably put some storage chests there, so you just can't run right off into the fall into the stairwell. I guess I should make a little bit more food. So how much honey can I get out of... Well, probably a lot in case the beehives. And some bees while we're at it. There's our tier 4 mutagen. Reach the amphibian phase, so we get some amphibian farms. No, it doesn't really want me to get that bit of bean, does it? There we go. Make some more high quality food. Okay, next up is animals. So amphibian farm is fertilizer, common larva, and water bottles. So that should be pretty easy to do. Gets a decent amount of plant and animal life. Presumably doesn't work without any amphibians in the amphibian farm. If I were to make a rough guess. Put our food in our rover for outward trips. And then looking at the time, I should probably put a part break in here. I think in the next one we're going to be trying to launch some of the insect rockets. I think those cost bees. We got quite a few bees at the moment. And then we'll be working on... That's the power, so power should be good. And then we'll be working on probably getting a few of these amphibian farms up, so we can get some frogs going. Which just costs common larva and water balls. And, well, we've got all of those, well, and fertilizer. We've got all three of those in decent ratios. Also provides heat and pressure. Notably, we could use the pressure to get to tier 3 ore extractors. So I think that is what we're going to do. That'll be a pretty good acceleration of our terraforming. That'll be the next part. If you're watching on YouTube, that will be the part up tomorrow. I'm going to record one more part before I go to bed tonight, because we're going to have an early morning tomorrow. And then I'm going to be out for a week and a bit, it sounds like. In which case there'll be no recording over that time period. I should be far enough recorded if you're watching this on YouTube that there shouldn't be more than a day or two of break between when I'm done streaming today and when the next part is uploaded. So if you're watching this on YouTube, there may not be a part tomorrow. I think I'll be recorded about 8 parts ahead. And we're going to be gone, it sounds like 8 to 10 days. So there may not be a part tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. If you're liking the series and want to see more, feel free to subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Twitch, again, I will be probably gone for about a week to plus 2 to 3 days after that. So the next stream will probably be in something like 10 days, although this stream will continue after a short break. So until the next part, I'm going to wish you all the best of luck, a good time, catching you all in the next part and or stream. And bye for now.